Today marks Facebook's 10th birthday. As the company which Mark Zuckerberg created in his dorm room in Harvard hits puberty, we look back at one of the most important websites of the 21st century and look forward to what the future holds for the billion-member social network. With over 1.2 billion users around the world and a net worth of over £80 billion, Facebook is a phenomenon of the internet era, yet its origins are probably something founder Mark Zuckerberg may want to forget. Now immortalised in David Fincher's film about the creation of Facebook, Zuckerberg's original concept was a childish program called FaceMash, a website which compared pictures of female students at Harvard to judge which was hotter. However, the potential for a social network which gave each user their own page, allowing them to share details about their life along with pictures and video, was clear to all involved. Facebook grew relatively slowly at first, taking 4 years to reach 100 million active users. But in the last 6 years the growth has been exponential, with the social network now attracting more than 1.2 billion users per month. Though, as Mark Zuckerberg explains, that potential wasn't there for everyone to see.
Until recently, there were a lot of people who weren't sure how big this phenomenon of people connecting online would be, or how long it would last. But by now, I think that most people see that social networks are going to be a ubiquitous tool used by billions of people around the world to stay connected every day.
With such rapid growth, it was inevitable that Facebook would go public, and in May 2012 the social network shares began trading on the Nasdaq. It wasn't all plain sailing for the company, however, with its shares losing 50% of their value in the following months. However, the last 18 months have seen the stock price rebound to finish on a record high last week. In recent weeks we have seen reports from some people dismissing the future of Facebook, pointing to dropping user numbers in the US, but the company has just posted better than expected financial results for the final quarter of 2013, which saw its stock price peak to an all-time high of $63. Zuckerberg openly admits his company was slow to get things moving on mobile, but as last week's results confirmed, the social network is now making more money from ads on its mobile apps than on its traditional PC website. Meaning that as the world moves increasingly to mobile devices, Facebook is well set for the future.
I personally think Facebook is here to stay. I don't think, and I couldn't sort of predict myself that it's going to disappear in a few years' time. I think its user base is way strong to sort of disappear overnight. And we've seen a move away from the web and towards accessing the internet from mobile devices. And I think Facebook has done a good job or positioned itself quite well in this sort of move. So it's not just the paper sort of application, it's also the acquisition of Instagram and the fact that it has and it sort of develops further its existing applications, the main application of Facebook, and also messaging sort of applications. So in a sense, it creates a mobile ecosystem around which people will be able to access the services that Facebook provides.
It's remarkable to think that as Facebook turns 10, its founder Mark Zuckerberg is yet to reach his 30th birthday. His stated goal for the next 10 years is to connect the 5 billion people who currently don't have access to the internet, and Facebook will no doubt play a very important role in that. It's going to be interesting to see, no matter what happens, Facebook growing up through its teenage years. Thanks for tuning in, and for more tech news, visit ibtimes.co.uk/technology.